Why does the worst leader you ever had keep getting promoted? Staff Sergeant Brendan Holloway was the worst leader I ever served under. Couldn't navigate with a GPS and a map, made decisions that endangered soldiers, took credit for other people's work constantly, yet somehow he kept climbing the ranks faster than anyone else in the battalion. I first met Holloway in 2016 at Fort Stewart. He just made Staff Sergeant, transferred to our unit with glowing recommendations. On paper, the guy looked like a rising star. First week, he led our squad on a night navigation exercise. Simple training mission through wooded terrain. We had clear waypoints, proper equipment, weather was perfect. Holloway got us lost within 30 minutes. Refused to admit it. Kept insisting the map was wrong, not his navigation. We wandered for 6 hours before another unit found us 3 miles off course. Any normal NCO would have gotten chewed out, not Holloway. He wrote the after-action report claiming he'd intentionally extended the exercise to test our endurance and adaptability. Battalion commander praised his innovative training methods. My buddy Curtis pulled me aside after that. Did he just lie his way into looking good? Apparently, I said, watching Holloway shake hands with the captain. The pattern continued. Holloway would screw something up, spin it as intentional, and somehow come out looking brilliant. He had this talent for reframing failure as creative problem solving. During a logistics exercise, he ordered supplies to the wrong coordinates, 40 miles away from where we needed them. Cost us an entire day of training. His report claimed he was testing our ability to operate with degraded supply lines. Got another commendation. Meanwhile, Sergeant Wade Kelly in our sister platoon was doing everything right. Took care of his soldiers, completed missions efficiently, never lost equipment or got anyone hurt. Wade got passed over for promotion twice while Holloway kept rising. The breaking point came during our rotation to a training center in California. 2-week exercise simulating combat operations, high visibility event with multiple units competing. Holloway was now a platoon sergeant in charge of 40 soldiers during critical operations. Day 3, we're executing an attack on an objective. Holloway misreads the operations order completely, sends us attacking from the wrong direction, crossing through another unit's sector, creates complete chaos. Artillery simulation lands danger close because we're not where we're supposed to be. Controllers halt the entire exercise. I'm thinking this is finally it. This is where Holloway's luck runs out. You can't talk your way out of violating basic tactical procedures in front of evaluators, except he did. That evening, Holloway's in the command tent with all the senior officers. I'm outside pulling security, can hear the whole conversation through the canvas walls. Sir, I deliberately deviated from the plan, Holloway says, voice confident. I identified a tactical opportunity the written order didn't account for. The enemy's flank was exposed. I made a commander's decision to exploit it. Complete lie. He just screwed up. But I hear the battalion commander respond, that kind of initiative is exactly what we need in our NCOs. Holloway showed tactical flexibility and bold decision making. The evaluators bought it, called it aggressive leadership. Curtis and I couldn't believe it. How does he keep doing this? Curtis asked. Then I started paying closer attention to how Holloway operated. Noticed something important. He never took responsibility when things went wrong. Always found someone or something else to blame. But he always took credit when things went right, even if he had nothing to do with it. And he spent more time in officers' offices than with his own soldiers. Always volunteering for special projects that got him FaceTime with commanders. Always at social events networking with senior leadership. The guy was playing a completely different game than the rest of us. While good NCOs like Wade focused on training soldiers and completing missions, Holloway focused on managing his image and building relationships with people who controlled promotions. He understood something we didn't. In the army, perception often matters more than performance. If the right people think you're good, you advance. Doesn't matter what the soldiers under you think. Holloway made sergeant first class in record time. Started getting picked for career-enhancing assignments, schools, staff positions, all the boxes you need checked for promotion. Wade Kelly, still a sergeant, was still taking better care of soldiers and running better training, but nobody above battalion level knew his name. I got out after 8 years, completely disillusioned. Watched the best leaders I knew get stuck while someone like Holloway climbed effortlessly. Last I heard, Holloway made sergeant major, one of the youngest in the army, considered a rising star, being groomed for senior enlisted advisor positions. Then 6 months ago, I got a message from Curtis, who stayed in. He sent me a news article. Holloway had been relieved of duty. Investigation found he'd been falsifying training records, inflating readiness reports, and creating a toxic command climate for years. Multiple soldiers came forward with complaints. Everything finally caught up to him. Forced retirement, no ceremony, quietly removed from his position. The article quoted the investigating officer. Sergeant Major Holloway demonstrated a pattern of prioritizing his career advancement over soldier welfare and mission effectiveness. Curtis added his own message. Wade Kelly just made sergeant major. Took him 15 years longer than Holloway, but he did it the right way, and his soldiers actually respect him. Turns out Holloway's system worked perfectly for climbing ranks quickly, but it completely failed at the actual job of being a leader. He built a career on smoke and mirrors that eventually collapsed under its own weight. Meanwhile, the leaders who did things right took longer to advance, but they built something that lasted.